really don't have to come in. So if they can just learn from the established centers and power forwards that they have, but you cannot have enough depth. You cannot have enough players on the bench to back up your bigs, especially because as we've seen in the past, I mean, right now, Tobe Waka's not playing, right? Or didn't play in that first exhibition game anyway. So you can't have enough depth. So the more those guys get ready and understand the quickness and the level of communication that it takes to play defense, especially at this level, the better.
Absolutely. There's no question about that. And we'll see how that all plays out tonight as the Wildcats welcome in the team from Embry-Riddle University. Aeronautical, I believe, is also in their name as well. Yep. They'll play tonight here at McHale Center.
They're smart kids.
They are. They are very smart kids. So here's how it's going to work then. So that is a 7 o'clock tip-off tonight at McHale Center. We will be with you till 5 o'clock. So we've got you for a little under 2 hours now remaining. 3 to 5. We're going to turn it over to Panther Talk. Not a good day for the Panthers yesterday. We are the official station for Carolina Panthers football here in Southern Arizona, and I actually I have that. I'm in that survivor pool, and I actually thought that maybe the Panthers might be able to beat the Buffalo Bills. I guess I was on the wrong side of that yesterday because it got a little ugly. Got a little ugly down there. Got really ugly at the end of the game. Some guys fighting and whatnot. So we'll rehash that and get the thoughts of head coach Dave Canales on what happened with the Carolina Panthers yesterday. Good game though for our guy Tetsuo McMillan. Again, had most catches he's ever had in an NFL game yesterday. So we'll dive into that coming up at 5 o'clock. Then we're going to come back at 6 o'clock. And we'll take you from 6 to 6:30 with what we like to call 1290 pregame extra. 1290 pregame extra whenever we have just like a short time, maybe to get in some pregame of a sport, whether it's preseason men's basketball, whether it's women's basketball or baseball or whatever not we're carrying here. And we just have a short bridge to get to the start of the broadcast. So we'll give you a 1290 pregame extra. We'll hear extensively from Tommy Lloyd in that show. He did an interview with Gary Parish. I remember Gary's a talk show host down in Memphis. I remember when Gary's career first got started when I was living down in Memphis in the early part of this century. A great newspaper writer as well. He was a writer for the paper, started doing radio down in Memphis, and has carved that out into a pretty good career, doing both still, writing college basketball as well as hosting shows both locally and nationally down in the Memphis area. So we'll hear Gary's conversation with Tommy Lloyd and some of the things that Lloyd said to the famed national writer. So that'll be between 6 and 6:30. And then, of course, Brian Jeffries and Ryan Hansen will have you leading you up to tip-off of tonight's game. No traditional pre- or post-game shows, obviously, with the exhibition games. That will happen next Monday night, a week from tonight, really a week from the next Monday afternoon, because it's a 4 o'clock start time, I believe, or 4:30, I believe, start time for that game against Florida. So we'll be on the air next Monday at 1 o'clock with your first official Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Game Day basketball pregame show coming up next week. Also, speaking of Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Game Day, we have got an announcement to make about this week. Of course, the Wildcat football team is going to be playing this Saturday on the road. It's homecoming in Boulder, Colorado. So the Wildcats will try to go down and spoil homecoming for the Colorado Buffaloes and gives them some more heartache because they got their butts kicked this weekend over in Utah. So we are going to do this week's pregame show. We will not be in studio. We've been in studio for road games so far this season for games at Iowa State. And then we had, where was the other road trip that we went to? Houston, last week before last, the game at Houston. We're going to do the show live from the home of longtime Arizona Wildcats track and field director Fred Harvey. So we are going to be at he likes to call it Little Mexico. The Little Mexico compound right there across the street from the U of A campus. That is where we are going to be Saturday morning and early afternoon for Meridian Wealth Management Arizona game day.
Did you work some gumbo out of that contract, or
There
what?
was-
Is he going to cook for you guys?
I am not. I am really not a big Louisiana style gumbo person. It's got a lot of what do they call that? It's the shrimp and that kind of thing,
Yes.
which I don't eat.
Yes, there is.
Maybe he'll make some. He did not mention that to me.
I know.
We'll get Fred on the show either Tuesday or Wednesday to talk about and see if there's any gumbo.
I know the man loves to cook and loves to entertain. That's what I know.
There you go. Well, yeah, absolutely. It's and if you want to come down and watch the show, let us know. We'd love to have you down over at the Fred Harvey compound coming up Saturday from Meridian Wealth Management Arizona game day. So that'll be 11:30 to 2:30, 11:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. coming up on Saturday as we lead you into coverage of Arizona's game down at Colorado. We also got the start time. Speaking of homecoming, we also today got the start time for our homecoming here in Tucson at the University of Arizona, which is going to be a week from this Saturday against the Kansas Jayhawks, and that will be a 1:30 kickoff. 1:30 kickoff on Saturday, November the 8th. So we'll be on the air that day at 9 a.m. live from the U of A Mall for homecoming. So it's going to be an early homecoming Saturday here in southern Arizona for the Wildcats and the Kansas Jayhawks coming up on November the 18th. So you got those two game times now set in stone, 4 o'clock this Saturday at Colorado, 1:30 the following Saturday at home against the Kansas
And you could
Jayhawks.
imagine the next game after that against Cincinnati will be a pretty decent time as well, because that's the currently 17th ranked team in the country, DK.
Yeah, perhaps they'll give them a night game and not make us have to get up at 3 in the
The issue
morning.
is, like, as the season goes along, if you see the team that you're following's records start going a little bit sideways, then you start to see the non-preferred time slots for television. So because Cincinnati, Baylor, and the ASU game are still up in the air, TBD. But yeah, that's a good kickoff time for the homecoming game versus the Jayhawks.
Yeah, should be fun.
Early afternoon in November in Tucson.
Right.
It's a good time to be alive.
All right, we also have a couple of guests we're going to talk to today. That'll be in this hour. We're going to talk to Cameron Hebeck of the Tucson Roadrunners. Roadrunners played this past weekend. They've got a midweek series that is starting tonight. So there'll be ice hockey tonight here in southern Arizona as tomorrow, not tonight. Tomorrow. Don't quote me on. Tomorrow the guys will be back on the ice. The Manitoba Moose are going to be in town for a midweek series. That'll be Tuesday night and Wednesday night. Tuesday night and Wednesday night, 6:30 face-offs over at Tucson Arena. So, we'll talk to Cameron Hebeck, get his thoughts on the first 6 games of the season. Roadrunners are 3-2-1. 3-2-1. So 3 wins, 2 losses, and then another loss in overtime. So essentially 500 to start the season. We'll get his thoughts on that. Cameron Hebeck, I think we talked to him this past summer. He's been around here for a while. He's becoming one of the most tenured Tucson Roadrunners. And also we're going to talk to a member of the Pima College baseball team, Juan Hernandez, who happened to spend his weekend attending the World Series in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. So we will hear from Juan Hernandez, get his thoughts on Game 1, Game 2 of the World Series. And he got to also play in a pretty cool event earlier this year as a member of the Diamondbacks RBI team. So we'll talk to Juan Hernandez about that. DK on the Sports Tip. Want to hear from you as well. 520-848-1290. I was out at some high school football on Friday night. Big win for Tanca Verde. We'll dive into that. Volleyball debuted their new TerraFlex floor on Saturday night, and it looked fabulous at McHale Center. Unfortunately, they could not parlay that into a victory over the rival Sun Devils. Cricket is getting you home every 20 minutes on the 5s with your traffic and your weather.
From the AutoNation Honda and BMW of Tucson Traffic Center, this is Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather together. Collisions reported wreck in Oro Valley at Oracle and First Avenue and Oracle. They do intersect up north in Oro Valley. Other wrecks, Mission and Irvington, westbound slowing on Irvington at Mission, and also Alvernon north of Grant Road. A lot of road work at that intersection also. 59, the overnight low, sunny, 90 tomorrow, and 87 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather together.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Upgrade your laundry routine with a durable and reliable Maytag laundry pair at Lowe's. Like the new Maytag washer and dryer with performance-enhanced stain fighting power. Shop Maytag in store or online today at Lowe's.com.
Discover luxury at BMW of Tucson, your premier BMW dealership. Explore our extensive inventory, lease specials, and state-of-the-art service. Visit us at the Tucson Auto Mall or at bmwoftucson.com today.
Rain-X wipers are the #1 wiper blades in America. That means all kinds of drivers choose Rain-X. Big drivers in small cars choose Rain-X. Small drivers in big cars choose Rain-X. Drivers with long hair and short commutes choose Rain-X. Drivers with short hair and long commutes choose Rain-X. Drivers with pets on board, babies on board, and bored babies on board choose Rain-X. Basically, drivers who love a clear view of the road all choose Rain-X wipers, the #1 wiper blades in America.
When you switch to Progressive, you could save bundling your home and auto. Then you could put that money towards some of the surprisingly more expensive things in life.
Attention passengers, we've reached 10,000 feet and internet is now available for purchase.
I just paid hundreds for this flight, and you can't even throw in internet? I'll just take the free pretzels.
Sorry, but I do have snack boxes for sale.
I'm just gonna sleep.
In that case, we are selling pillows and blankets as well.
I'll just breathe. That's free, right?
Life costs a lot, so bundle and you could save with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong, you are fearless, you are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Question: why would you shop anywhere else for your favorite tobacco products if you can save up to 40% at Tobacco Barn?
I don't know.
Why? If you can save by paying no state sales tax and no city sales tax because Tobacco Barn is on the reservation.
I don't know what to make of this. I don't know what to say.
Plus, save an additional $3 off with a coupon at tobaccobarntucson.com.
I don't know how I missed that before.
What is happening?
When you shop at Tobacco Barn, save up to 40%. That's 40% off your favorite tobacco products. You won't pay any state sales tax or pay any city sales tax because they're on the reservation. And save up to another $3 off with a coupon at tobaccobarntucson.com. Just our way of saying thank you for your business. Shopping anywhere else is kind of crazy.
I love it! I love it! I love it!
Come on, Jerry. It's time to go back to your cell now.
Tobacco Barn, Nogales Highway just south of Valencia. Check tobaccobarntucson.com.
Whoa, it's you, the Capital One Bank guy.
That's what they call me.
Mind if I get a selfie?
Yeah, sure thing. Say no fees or minimums on your Capital One checking account.
Wow, that's a keeper. So, where are you heading?
I'm off to spread the good news that Capital One helps people keep more money in their wallet with no overdraft fees.
Oh, you're the best Capital One Bank guy.
Hey, mind if I get a selfie?
Sure.
Say, Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One NA, member FDIC.
No, it's not too soon to start holiday shopping. Ulta Beauty's early Black Friday event is happening now through November 22nd. Shop $10 beauty minis from brands like MAC and Too Faced. Take 30% off Lancome and Touchland fragrances and body mists. With new offers dropping every week, our associates can help you find the perfect gifts. Head into Ulta Beauty today to shop our early Black Friday event. Ulta Beauty. Gifting happens here.
Oh, no, not the sink. Not now.
Plumbing issues can put your life on pause. But with anytime emergency scheduling, the Neighborly Done Right promise, and more, Mr. Rooter Plumbing will have your life flowing again in no time.
All fixed. Much better.
Mr. Rooter is proud to cheer on the Cats. Mention this ad for 10% off any plumbing service. A win for the whole family. Bear down, Arizona.
Mr. Rooter Plumbing, a neighborly company.
DK on the Sports Tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. You can call us at that number. You can text us at that number. Hockey back in Tucson again. 10th year of the Tucson Roadrunners here in southern Arizona. 6 games in. The fellows off to a 3-2-1 start. They've got a midweek series coming up Tuesday and Wednesday against the Moose from Manitoba. Pleased to be joined by Roadrunner center Cameron Hebig, who is back once again. Season number 7 for Cameron Hebig, wearing the Roadrunners jersey here. And first of all, Cameron, before we get into the Roadrunners team, I got to ask you about what's going on up in Utah right now. 7 straight wins and first place in the Central. What's the vibe in Tucson's locker room about what's happening up with the big club right now?
Yeah, pretty impressive what the Mammoth are doing. It's great to see. I think they're on a 7-game win streak right now. So yeah, that's awesome. Schmaltz having a great start. I think he's leading the league in scoring, and Gunner and all those guys are off to a hot start, and it's great to see. I think at camp there they were, camp was intense. They were ready to go. They were excited for the season, and I think it's paying off for them now, the work they put into camp and leading into regular season here.
Obviously, Cameron, you've been in a number of the training camps during your time here. Was there a different feel to that camp this year? Was there a sense of confidence? Obviously, that they did not make the postseason last year, but they took some positive steps towards maybe putting themselves in a better position for postseason play and a chance to win the Stanley Cup. Did you sense that there was a different feel to that camp than other camps you'd been in?
Yeah, I think so. I think they were hungry. I think the expectations were laid out on day one, and that was to make the playoffs. And I think the rebuild is over for them. And I think they got a lot of young guys coming now, and a lot of key players there. So they're building a strong team there, and I think they were hungry. I think there was a lot of excitement there this camp. They had a new practice facility that was built, and it was unbelievable to see that, and just how they get treated and where they get to go to work. So lots of excitement around that, and second year in Utah, I think they're comfortable now, and good fan base there. So exciting for them, and hopefully they can keep it going.
Cameron Hebig is our guest, center for your Tucson Roadrunners. I like the way you put that, Cameron. The rebuild is over. Time to start winning for that franchise for sure. You guys are obviously off to a 3-2-1 start through your first 6 games here on the American League level. Just how have you assessed this club so far that you guys have down here working with Steve Potvin again?
Yeah, I think we're just focusing on getting better every day. I think we've had three weekend sets here, and they've all been splits. So win one, lose one, and I don't think that's a conducive way to for us. We want to win. We want to win each game. We got to start piling on, back-to-back wins and getting those points. I think the division is strong again this year, and we don't want to sneak in the last spot in playoffs. We want to focus on getting high in the standings and not waiting. So these start of the season games, these are important. So we're looking forward to keep building and stringing some wins together.
So as a veteran guy, like you said, win one, lose one. As a veteran guy, what are some of the things maybe you and some of the other vets are saying in the locker room about, hey, we need to try to find a little bit more consistency so we can start stringing some of these wins together consecutively?
For sure. I think you said it there. It's consistency. I think in this league, you got to bring it every game. You're only as good as your last game, and we get a lot of back-to-back sets with teams. We'll play them Friday, same team twice. So, you get the game one win, and obviously they're going to have a response. They go over the video, they have their meetings, and nobody wants to lose 2 in a row. So obviously those teams are going to be hungry the next night. So we got to recognize that. We got to be ready for the response and come out good the next night. So we can learn these lessons early on and get that consistency, like you said, and be hungry each night.
Cameron Hebig is our guest, center for your Tucson Roadrunners, back for his 7th season with the club, an all-star last year in the American Hockey League, slowly but surely climbing up the all-time list here at with the Roadrunners. And again, you guys got some veterans here. You've got some young guys on the team. I saw Andrew Agazino just came down from the big club this past weekend. And he obviously is a center as well. What do you see in him? What could he potentially add to this lineup?
For sure, he's a huge addition. I think he's been in the league a long time, over, I don't know, 700 some pro games. So that's impressive. He's got that experience and the knowledge, and when the things going tough, he's got that just to calm the guys down, and words of wisdom. I know he's had a huge impact on me, and talking about the mental side of the game, and just thinking and confidence and all that kind of stuff. He's got so much to offer, and love his mindset. But obviously too, on the ice, he's a great player, great vision, helps us offensively big time, and it's good to have him back. And he's a great guy off the ice.
I mentioned, obviously, this is your 7th season here, Cameron. You've been anointed the mayor of Tucson, because of your tenure with the program here. Who gave you that nickname?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that happened, but it's great to be here. I love Tucson. Love the fans, and I've really enjoyed my time here.
What do you, obviously last year at the end, kind of towards the end of the season, you were able to get that 2-way deal, and then you re-signed this year. So now you're on the 2-way contract for the next 2 seasons. What does that mean for you to be in that position?
Yeah, I think you just want to keep building as a player, and you get that opportunity. You want to show them that they make the right decision, and keep getting better each day. Keep working at my game, and if there's a chance for a call-up, you gotta you want to put yourself in a position to be maybe one of those players. But that focus is here right now, and in order to do that, you have to focus on your game and getting wins with the team here, and helping the team produce, helping the team win. So that's my focus, and that's where I'm at right now.
Right now, Cameron, you guys there's 7 guys with at least 2 goals so far this season. Did you guys think that you were going to have that type of ability to get scoring from a lot of different people?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of young guys coming up, and lots of skill in our lineup, lots of speed in our lineup. So I think there's room for improvements from offensively, and just holding on pucks and making plays and that kind of thing. I think we're going to get better. I think, obviously we do have a lot of skill that can put the puck in the net. So, we're gonna keep working on that and building on that, and hopefully guys, we're gonna need that from everyone. I think our lineup, we're gonna need that throughout it, and it's a balanced lineup, and it's a hard-working lineup. So we're gonna need contributions from everyone.
Cameron Hebig, our guest, center for your Tucson Roadrunners. Cameron, we got a chance to talk to Austin Pagansky before the season started. He's a new dad now, and that's something he's kind of taking on that role as well. Are you a dad? Have you given him any advice yet on parenting?
No, I'm not a dad.
Okay.
But, pretty exciting for him, and it's great to see the little one around. And I know how busy it is. I'm a new uncle.
There you go.
So it's exciting times for them, and I know how being around them, it just it's busy, and but it changes your life, but it changes for the good, and exciting times, and I know he's enjoying it.
How many of the guys? Do a lot of the guys that do have children, do they bring the kids around and then put them on the ice, start them out at an early age?
Yeah. Agazino, his little ones are around the rink. Kevin Connaughton, his little ones are around the rink, and our coaches too. Stortini, he has his son on the ice, and Jeff Hill, our goaltending coach, little one too, and they're around shooting pucks, and so it's cool to see, and cool environment to grow up in, and be around the rink, and soak that all in for those little ones, and it's fun to have them around.
How old were you the first time you stepped on the ice?
Oh man, pretty young. Yeah, back in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, we got outdoor rinks. So I think I was on skates. I don't know, maybe 3, 4, 2, but yeah. So pretty young, and just my dad and mom got me on early, and I loved it ever since. And it's pretty awesome to those winners on the outdoor rinks back in Canada.
I can only imagine. And I don't really know how to skate very well, so that's why I get so much enjoyment while I'm watching you guys get out there. Well, what are you anticipating in this series coming up against Manitoba the next couple of nights?
Yeah, it's a big set for us. Manitoba coming in, and we haven't played them. I don't think we have played them in a long time, cross division. So,
yeah.
It'll be a fun series. See what they got, and we're looking forward to it. I think early on in the season, everyone's coming out fast, coming out energized, and so we're going to expect their best, expect a high-paced game, and we'll be ready. We had a good practice today and kind of reset after Saturday, go over the video, and like I said, we're getting better every day, and hopefully we can string some wins together here.
Well, there you go. Well, looking forward to the finalization of this 6-game homestand to start the season. Manitoba Moose in town, 6:30 face-offs tomorrow night and Wednesday. Cameron, best of luck. Look forward to watching you continue to go up that leaderboard and eventually become the most heralded player to wear a Tucson Roadrunners uniform.
Thanks, David. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
There we go. Cameron Hebig. Love to see him also maybe get that opportunity up against playing with this red-hot Utah Mammoth team. J-Dub, the Mammoth have won 7 in a row, and they're in first place. When was I can't remember the last time that the Mammoth, quote, Coyotes franchise. I looked today, and I knew they had been hot, but I was stunned to see their name at the top of the Central Division.
Okay, on one hand, I'm very proud and happy for the Mammoth franchise, but we do have Coyote fans listening, and you just saying that, when was the last time the Coyotes were in first place? It's like we all knew, like we talked about it for a couple of years before the move. We all knew that parent club was on the cusp of breaking through that 500 record, the young core coming up, getting their skates underneath them, and really getting comfortable with the NHL game. And here they are, DK, leading the NHL in points right now. Really, really great to see that. A lot of young guys on that team, and the sky's the limit. They're only going to get better and better. I wouldn't be surprised to see some of that scoring come down a little bit. They're a little bit, they're playing a little bit over their heads right now. But yeah, it's always good to see fans of the Roadrunners, DK, and the Coyotes have long rooted for those players to do well. So rooting for those players, even if they're in Salt Lake City, it's good to see them in first place.
A league-high 37 goals scored in 10 games so far for the Utah Mammoth. 16 points. They lead the Central by 2 points over the Colorado Avalanche, who are 5-1-4. Mammoth 8-2 so far on the young season with 7 consecutive
I'll never
victories.
forget, the first fan I've told this story, but the first franchise I became fan of was Quebec, because I went to Quebec for 10 days and I stayed in the old city and I got a Nordiques jersey, DK. And 2 years later, they moved to Denver and they won the Stanley Cup the next year, right? Like that's when the Colorado Avalanche just kind of took over, and they were so good right from the start. So sometimes a change of venue is good for a franchise.
There you go, 520-848-1290. You got some thoughts on the Tucson Roadrunners. Again, they'll be back home. Also, I think, I got to check. I think Cricket might have some tickets for you to go to see the Mammoth and the Roadrunners coming up here over the course of the next 2 days. So we will dive into that as well before we get out of here at 5 o'clock. So be listening, because Cricket might just have some tickets for you to go see the Roadrunners play some hockey this week. Coming up, we're going to chat with Juan Hernandez. He is a baseball player over at Pima College, and he just got back from attending the World Series, which is even between the Blue Jays and the Dodgers, with Game 3 tonight out in Los Angeles. DK on the Sports Tip, 520-848-1290 is the number. Cricket is getting you home every 20 minutes on the fives with your traffic and your weather.
From the AutoNation Honda and BMW of Tucson Traffic Center, Wildcats Radio 1290 traffic. We've got a road work, actually a sinkhole that is affecting traffic westbound Grant Road between Craycroft and Wilmot. Travel there down to one lane. Westbound Grant Road between Craycroft and Wilmot. Collisions reported at Oracle and First Avenue in Oro Valley. Alvernon to the north of Grant Road. A lot of slowing at Alvernon and Grant due to road work. Mission and Irvington. Westbound backups on Irvington at Mission. Also River Road and Shannon. 59 the overnight low. Sunny. 90 tomorrow and 87 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio. 1290 traffic and weather together.
This report is sponsored by Rooter Ranger 24/7 Plumbing, Sewer, and Drains. For fast, affordable plumbing and emergency drain services, call Rooter Ranger and get out of plumbing danger. RooterRanger.com.
888-7-RANGER. Get you out of plumbing danger.
Must qualify for enrollment. Results may vary.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-8695. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-575-8695. That's 800-575-8695.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
All right, gentlemen, this is Emmett Smith on behalf of Depend, and I've got the perfect play. Run straight to your doctor's office for a life-changing catch. Because when prostate cancer is caught early, it's up to 99% treatable, and one blood test might be all it takes. And now through November, Depend is donating to the Prostate Cancer Foundation for select purchases. Talk about a great play.
From September 1st to November 30th, Depend is donating 25 cents to the Prostate Cancer Foundation for Depend Shields Guards Real Fit products purchased in the U.S. up to a maximum of $300,000 or in Mississippi.
You need parts? O'Reilly has parts. Get one free set of brake pads when you buy 2 brake rotors. Upgrade to Brake Best Select pads for just $10. Or upgrade to Brake Best Select Pro or Import Direct pads for just $20. Product availability. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End of friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Hey, man. It's me, your furnace, man. Hey, can I get a light here, man? I know we live in Arizona, so I understand I'm not, like as cool as your air conditioner. But I still need a tune-up at least once a year, man. So get the best in town, man. Goodfellas AC, bro. Hey, anybody smell that, man? I swear it wasn't me. Okay, it was me.
Good service, good prices, Goodfellas. GoodfellasAC.com.
Tune into Wildcats Radio 1290 weekly for Brett Brennan's Football Press Conference, where you can catch up on all things Arizona football this season. The Football Press Conference, sponsored by Coors Light.
The first annual Music at the Patch Music Festival is coming to the Marana Pumpkin Patch, November 14th and 15th. 2 jam-packed days of live music featuring Sunset Red, Gigi and the Glow, and tributes to legends like Alan Jackson, Johnny Cash, Kenny Chesney, and ZZ Top. Plus, rock out with the Dirt, your ultimate 80s hair metal tribute, and sing along with the Country Divas tribute. There'll be food and drink vendors, plus kids 10 and under get in free. Bring your RV or camp under the stars. It's a weekend you won't forget. A portion of the proceeds from the Music at the Patch Festival is donated to a local nonprofit organization. Tickets and info at musicatthepatch.com. That's musicatthepatch.com. Don't miss it.
And this Friday, we have a sweet deal for you from Music at the Patch. You can get 1 general admission ticket, good for either day, for just $12.50, originally $25. And this sweet deal will go on sale this Friday morning at 8:30 at WildcatsRadio1290.com. DK on the sports tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
520-848-1290. 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. You can call us at that number. You can text us at that number. The World Series is happening right now. Game 3 of the World Series is going to be tonight out in Los Angeles, California, after games 1 and 2 took place this past weekend in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and it was game 1 won by none other than the home Blue Jays.
Dodgers led early 2-0. Blue Jays 2 in the 4th, 3 here in the 6th. And a high drive to deep right center field. It is gone. Addison Barger does indeed blow it open with a pinch hit grand slam. What a way to make your World Series debut.
Yeah, that's not happened very much. A guy hitting a grand slam in the World Series. Somebody that was there to witness it all this weekend. From here in Southern Arizona, none other than Tucson High baseball grad and now Pima baseball freshman, Juan Hernandez. And Juan Hernandez joins us on the show. Juan, appreciate you taking some time to join us. So tell us a little bit about how you ended up at the World Series this weekend.
Yeah, so it started this summer after I graduated from Tucson High. Coach Morris gave me a text saying, the Arizona Diamondbacks sent me a link. You should sign up for this. This would be a great opportunity. So then we did, and then we got a call from the D-backs Academy manager, Eric Figueroa, asking us if we wanted to play with him over the summer, and pretty much ended up making the team. And we went to Seattle, went 5-0 there, and then we went to Florida and finished it off there. Won the Nike RBI World Series, and I was named Chevy Develops MVP. And pretty much the day after we won, the MLB coordinators, they gave me the news saying that I was getting an all-expense-paid-for trip to the World Series, which was very exciting.
That is unbelievable. Now, this was the D-backs Nike RBI senior baseball team, 18 and under, that you were on. And you mentioned you guys won the Nike RBI World Series Senior Championship down at Vero Beach, Florida. So yes. You found out you're going to the World Series. So how many people did you get to take?
It was me and one chaperone. So I took my dad, and then the coach from the Diamondbacks, he was able to take 2 more players, which was cool. Have a couple more guys on the field with me, and it was a great experience.
Yeah, so what did you get to do? Tell us a little bit about everything that you got to do.
So Friday we got there, and we had a watch party, and they gave us food. They checked us into our rooms, gave us some apparel and some gifts and souvenirs, and that was cool. And then Saturday morning we did a play ball clinic where we got to help out some of the kids, and we got to meet some former players like CeCe Sabathia, Adam Jones, Justin Upton, Michael Bourne, and then we got to meet a current player for the Athletics, Denzel Clark. And that was a great experience, giving back to the community. It was a fun time. And after that, around like noon, we went back to the hotel, got some lunch, went over some things for the night. Then around 5, we left the hotel, showed up. There was a huge line of people waiting to get in, and like it was just cool because we walked like around every single person, and they just opened the door for us, and they let every single person cut in front of them, and it was just like wow. And then they took us, and we got to watch a little bit of BP. Then we went down under the ground into the tunnel. We waited for a little bit, and then they took us out through the clubhouse and we got to go on the field, and we lined up on first base side, and some other people lined up on the third base side, and it was just an amazing experience because it was like an hour before the game, and the stands were almost full already, and then they presented us, and they kept us on the field for the anthem for the U.S. and then the anthem for Canada, and it was an amazing experience, and like the crowd went wild, and there was like 40,000 people there, and you could feel like the ground moving in the stadium, and I was like, wow, this is cool.
It's been 32 years since the Blue Jays were in the World Series. Juan, describe the atmosphere just around the city, and obviously you mentioned being on the field and that night for Game 2. Just what was the atmosphere like?
Oh, the city was great. It was we got to go downtown for a little bit, and the fans were just electric, especially after winning the first game of the World Series. There was fans like all over the place screaming still hours after the game, and it was just cool. I mean, people are friendly over there, and just like the MLB coordinators did an amazing job, and I won't forget it.
We're chatting with Juan Hernandez, graduate of Tucson High School, played for the Badgers there, Mark Morris's squad, and now over at Pima College, where he'll be a freshman this upcoming season. You pitch and you hit. So what was your impression of Yoshinobu Yamamoto pitching a complete game in the World Series?
Yeah, I mean, I saw what he did to Milwaukee, and I was like, no, there's no way he can do it again. And he did it again. He gave up one run, and then I think he retired the next 20 batters in a row or something like that.
Yeah, the final 20.
And yeah, he got the final 20, and I was like, wow, that was cool to see.
So what are you better at, pitching or hitting? What's your best side of it?
Hitting and playing outfield.
Outstanding. So now are you gonna do both at Pima?
No, just recently Coach Hawk told me that he just wants me to hit and play outfield and be an everyday guy for him.
There you go. So you're going to be in the lineup every day. How long have you been playing baseball? What do you love about the game?
I've been playing ever since I was 6, so around 13 years now, and I just love everything about the game. I mean, I've grown up playing the game, and it's basically been my life for the past 13 years, and I wouldn't change it for nothing.
We're chatting with Juan Hernandez. He's a freshman over at Pima College on the Aztecs baseball team. He just got back from a trip to the World Series where he was feted with a bunch of other young baseball players down on the field before the game. Had you ever been to the World Series? Did you go to the World Series a couple years ago when it was here in Arizona?
No, I didn't go to the World Series. I went to the game where they beat the Dodgers. I think it was the ALC or the NLCS.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, that was definitely a fun time 2 years ago when the Diamondbacks made that run to the World Series for sure, and sweeping the Dodgers in the divisional round and then coming back to beat the Phillies in the National League Championship Series. So how has the fall gone for you? Obviously, now you're starting into college baseball. How has the fall gone in terms of kind of understanding what it takes to play at this next level?
It's been going good. I mean, just taking all the advice I can get from the coaches. I mean, we have great coaches here, and I'm just putting in more hard work, and the harder I work, the more results I'll get.
And I heard you guys gave U of A a little bit of a run for their money.
Yeah, we ended up splitting with them. We lost the first game, and we came back and won the second game.
What was that like, just for the guys to be able to stay on the field and beat a Division I team?
Oh, it was amazing because they're obviously a great team, and we're also a great team. So we just competed, and we played baseball the right way, and it went our way.
There you go. There you go. Nothing wrong with that. So you're corner outfield or center field?
Corner outfield. I play right field mostly.
Right field mostly. So I would imagine you got a little bit of a hose. Obviously, you have a hose because you pitch.
Yeah.
You obviously we were talking about. You heard the highlight there at the top. Addison Barger hitting the grand slam in Game 1. Have you ever hit a grand slam?
No, I have not.
You've not hit a grand slam. All right. Well, see,
I have not.
there's something on the bucket list for you to do when you get 3 Aztec brothers on there come this season. Maybe your first opportunity to do that. Any idea maybe where you want to take this after Pima? Have you started? Have you been? Did any D1 schools reached out to you before you decided to take the JC route?
I was interested in going into the U of A, and then there was all these rule changes and everything. And me and my dad just decided, why not go to Pima? It's close to home, and you can develop more there, and you can be there for a year or 2 years and then get sent up, and you'll just be more developed, and you'll be a stronger player mentally and physically. And there's also the possibility of having a great year here at Pima, or a great 2 years and getting drafted, which is obviously a dream of mine, to get drafted and play in the pros.
Who's your favorite player, Juan?
It is Paul Goldschmidt.
Paul Goldschmidt, Goldie. That's a great choice.
Yeah, because, I mean, the Diamondbacks are my favorite team, and I've been watching them for a long time, and he was on the team when I started watching them, and he's just been my favorite player ever since.
There you go. Who's your favorite current Diamondback?
Current Diamondback?
Yeah.
It's probably Marte.
Ketel Marte. There you go.
Yeah.
That's a good one to have. Well, Juan, hey, awesome opportunity for you to go to a World Series game. Not only just a World Series game, but a World Series game in another country. I mean, to go to Canada and be able to experience that this past weekend, I'm sure was something that you'll remember for a long time. Congratulations on that opportunity. Congratulations, as you mentioned, being the not only were you the MVP for the senior Diamondbacks Nike RBI run, but you were also the most outstanding player this summer for the Sun Belt College League Championship Series as well. So you have a pretty full mantle from this past summer of baseball. Yeah. Congratulations, Juan. Looking forward to seeing you play at Pima and hopefully much further past that as the years go on.
Thank you.
Juan Hernandez, Tucson Badgers baseball. I mean, that's two of the young men from that program that we've talked to this past summer. We had a chance to talk to Jordan Leslie a few during the summer, who had that opportunity to go down and play in the Native American All-Star game down in Atlanta during All-Star Week this past year. And now Juan Hernandez makes the Diamondbacks Nike RBI senior team, and they go and win the Nike RBI World Series. So that's awesome for these young men here in this community that love playing the game of baseball.
Little DK karma for West Inclem Road.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. I try to spread my love up there as well.
You don't try, you do.
For sure. 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290. Again, short show. We've got you just for another hour here. We'll dive into some things. I was out at high school football. I want to get that to you today. We've still got. Oh, wait. I gotta get you. Oh, don't let me forget. I gotta get you a keyword right here. All right, we got $5K a day. Final 3 days of $5K a day. We're giving away $1,000 5 different times per day. I gave you a keyword during the Brent Brennan press conference show earlier today. It was card. I'm gonna give you another one right now. You've got about 4 minutes to get this keyword in to 95819 for a chance to win $1,000. And then I'm going to give you another keyword between 4 and 5, or maybe even between 6 and 6:30, because we'll be back. But I'll probably give it to you in the next hour. And then I'll give it to you. I can give it to you as many times as I want. I'll give it to you again at between 6 and 6:30, because that one you have about till 7 o'clock to get in. So you got some time. But this one you got to get in right away. So here, right now, text the keyword wealth. Wealth. I am trying to make you a somebody of wealth. WEALTH, wealth. Text wealth right now. The 95819. It is the 5K a day giveaway here on Wildcats Radio 1290. Put that 95819 in your phone for about another 2 days and name it David Kelly is giving away money. DK is trying to make me a thousandaire. All right. So you got today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. Final chances to get in on that. DK on the Sports Tip. It's Wildcats Radio 1290.
From the Auto Nation Honda and BMW of Tucson Traffic Center, it's Wildcats Radio 1290 traffic and weather together. I-10 near Congress. Crash occurred on the eastbound side of I-10 near Congress. Freeway slowing on I-10 eastbound approaching Congress. Other collisions at Mission and Irvington. Midtown, Grant Road and Alvernon, just north of the intersection. 59 the overnight low, sunny, and 90 tomorrow and 87 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio, 1290 traffic and weather together.
This report is sponsored by Rooter Ranger 24/7 Plumbing, Sewer, and Drains. For fast, affordable plumbing and emergency drain services, call Rooter Ranger and get out of plumbing danger. RooterRanger.com.
888-7-RANGER. Get you out of plumbing danger.
If you're one of the millions of Americans behind on your taxes, if you're afraid to open your mail because IRS collection letters could be coming, listen carefully. The IRS is cracking down, taking paychecks, freezing bank accounts, revoking passports. That's a fact. But here's what most people don't know. There are official tax relief programs designed to help struggling taxpayers. Programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief. Optima's award-winning team will fight to protect your paycheck, your passport, and your property. Their tax attorneys and licensed tax professionals will work tirelessly to get you the best deal possible with the IRS. Every day, penalties and interest keep piling up, so don't wait. Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-410-6744. 800-410-6744. 800-410-6744.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong. You are fearless. You are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Question: why would you shop anywhere else for your favorite tobacco products if you can save up to 40% at Tobacco Barn?
I don't know.
Why? If you can save by paying no state sales tax and no city sales tax because Tobacco Barn is on the reservation.
I don't know what to make of this. I don't know what to say.
Plus, save an additional $3 off with a coupon at TobaccoBarnTucson.com.
I don't know how I missed that before.
What is happening? When you shop at Tobacco Barn, save up to 40%. That's 40% off your favorite tobacco products. You won't pay any state sales tax or pay any city sales tax because they're on the reservation. And save up to another $3 off with a coupon at TobaccoBarnTucson.com. Just our way of saying thank you for your business. Shopping anywhere else is kind of crazy.
I love it! I love it! I love it!
Come on, Jerry. It's time to go back to your cell now.
Tobacco Barn, Nogales Highway just south of Valencia. Check TobaccoBarnTucson.com.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, ETHOS, ethos.com/play.
Hello, everybody.
Gary, why are you wearing a...
Hold on, Ron. Every time Gary walks in here wearing some goofy costume, you always say, Gary, why are you wearing that?
Yeah, but...
And then it turns into some long-winded story about Alaskifications.
Yeah, but...
Then Gary says something ridiculous.
Yeah, but...
And you agree that an Alaskification before winter is the best way to prepare for cold weather.
Yeah, but...
And how Alaskan AC guarantees no breakdowns.
Yeah, but...
And all it does is encourage Gary to walk around wearing a stupid-looking ski mask that no person in his right mind would get caught dead wearing.
Yeah, but he's wearing my ski mask.
Keeping my head protected, just like the Alaskification protects your heater.
My ski mask isn't stupid looking.
Look who's wearing it. I choose to ignore that remark. Because you know another one is coming.
Take off that stupid ski mask.
See? And that's why you should schedule your Alaskification today. What did we accomplish here?
I'm not sure, but today is a good day to Alaskify. Schedule now at AlaskanAC.com.
KCUD Tucson, a Cumulus Media Station. The Wildcats Radio 1290 studios are brought to you by ICCU at ICCU.com. We are your home for Arizona athletics. This is Wildcats Radio 1290.
today on the Sports Tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
All right, hour number 2 of our short show today here. We've got a lot happening tonight in the world of sports. A lot happened over the weekend in the world of sports. You've got Arizona basketball. They're going to be taking on Embry-Riddle over at the McHale Center. That's coming up tonight, and that will start at 6:30 with the broadcast. 6:30 with the broadcast. And it'll be 7 o'clock tip-off tonight with Brian Jeffries and Ryan Hansen on the call. The final exhibition game for your Arizona Wildcats ahead of next Monday night's season opener against the Florida Gators. It is here, and it gets real quick for your Arizona Wildcats.
Really real.
Really real against the defending champions. I wonder, have the Wildcats ever played a defending champion in the first game of the next season?
I mean, man, that's a good question. I don't have a memory of it. I know they've played a lot of big games right out the gate, but I can't think of a time where they played the defending champions. And not just the defending champions, DK, but a team that, returned enough that they're ranked in the top 10 in the preseason.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. This whole preseason is going to be fun for sure for the Arizona Wildcats. Let's hear from Jaden Bradley. Obviously, Jaden Bradley is the returning point guard for your Arizona Wildcats. He had a pretty good exhibition opener against the team from St. Mary's. He scored 23 points in that game, and he and Motiejus Krivas had to play extra minutes, maybe more minutes than you would like them to play in an exhibition game, but it was a game that obviously came with a lot of cachet. The first Division I exhibition game. I don't know how some of these other Division I exhibition games have been going, but I did see that that the Arizona State women, who have a new coach in Molly Miller, went into Los Angeles and beat USC. Now, I think that was a secret scrimmage and maybe not an open scrimmage. Of course, now that's a USC team that doesn't have Juju Watkins because she's sitting out this season, but still, there's a lot of things going on in these Division I scrimmages and exhibition games this year. So there's a lot of fun in that. But, to beat a team like St. Mary's, maybe you got to play your starters, real starter minutes in the first exhibition game, and that's what happened. 31 minutes for Jaden Bradley, 32 minutes for Motiejus Krivas, who had 11 points and 17 rebounds in that ball game. Jaden Bradley coming away extremely impressed with the play of his big man.
It's probably the most he's played in a while, and super proud of Mo. Not only on the glass, I don't know how many rebounds he had, but like 15 plus or something like that. But offensively, we're seeing improvement. Stepping out, shooting a three. He's been working on that, and they're definitely going to fall. Free throws, and his presence just down there is great for our team, and we're going to need it. So shout out to Mo.
You've seen him for a while now. Do you feel like he's where he was before he was hurt last year? Or maybe, I don't know if you sensed he was maybe limited even early last year.
He's definitely got better. His outside shot, the midi, the three, his physicality, being a rim protector down there, and it's only going to get better throughout the season.
Now, let's hope 32 minutes is not needed tonight.
Yeah, Tobe Awaka being out, I think, had a lot to do with
absolutely.
that. Yeah.
Absolutely. We don't know if Toby's going to play or not tonight. I would imagine he was obviously good enough to fly on a plane to Kansas City last week, so I would imagine that he's probably back and good to go for tonight's game against Embry-Riddle, and he'll get his feet wet to having not played at all last week. Now, Tommy Lloyd, we mentioned, was on a radio show with one Gary Parish, who's a national basketball writer for CBS Sports. He's also a talk show host, does some national talk work as well as local talk work down in the Memphis market. And he and Tommy had a chance to chat. And one of the things that they talked about was just the scheduling that the Wildcats have put together. Again, we've talked about it a lot. It's a gauntlet. It has been a gauntlet for the last couple of years that Tommy Lloyd has been here. You're going to play the number 3 team in Florida. You're going to go to L.A. and play UCLA. You're going to go all the way to Storrs, Connecticut, and take on Connecticut team.
That's
won
crazy.
two of the last
That's there's a lot of neutral
championships.
games. A lot of neutral games, DK. You'll hear between so-called blue bloods or power teams that you would consider top 10, top 15 programs. You'll see that non-conference, but usually it's in Atlantis, it's in Hawaii. Traveling to Storrs to play a home and home. I'm so impressed that those two universities got that together and got that signed, because it's so great to see two perennial powers playing in each other's home building, much like we just saw with the trip to Cameron and the Duke Blue Devils coming back to McHale.
Yeah, no MTE this year, which that's we'll take that blessing, because that's generally 3 days in a row for us, like right in the middle of the Territorial Cup week. So it's nice to not have that MTE on the schedule and have to deal with 3 straight games back up against the Territorial Cup.
Every 3 years they can do one, right?
Yeah, they'll be in
like
Maui next year.
Yeah.
So they're going to go to Maui next year to be in that tournament. Of course, they're also going to go to Alabama and play in Birmingham against the Tide. Auburn will be out
back
here
to back.
this year.
Auburn, Alabama.
Auburn and Alabama, yeah, the SEC rivals back to back. You've got the game up in Phoenix against San Diego State. That'll be fun. So there's a lot of great stuff on this preseason roster for the Arizona Wildcats. Let's hear from Tommy Lloyd with Gary Parish just on the scheduling, and also Koa Pete and working with Koa Pete this past summer on Team USA, a Team USA team that won a gold medal playing internationally.
And obviously, we're going to play a tough schedule, and it's going to hit hard and fast. You're not going to be able to come down and just, score off one action. You're not, this. You have to be able to get comfortable. Searching for opportunities within your offense. Whether that's ball swings or number of ball screens, or being able to make penetrating passes at the right time. I think that's every journey every team's ever gone on. I think every coach in the country at some point of the year is going to go into their film room with their guys, and they're going to write, 0 with, here's our efficiency, 1 with our efficiency, 2 with our efficiency, and the number is going to refer to number of ball swings. Obviously, if we don't swing the ball, we're not, you're scoring 0.6 points for him. Every coach is going to do that.
Sure.
I mean, that's just a common thing. So I think it's just, is this where we're at, and teaching players and have an understanding that, they're going to have to use each other to get the things we want on offense.
This summer, you coached the U19 team to a gold medal, and one of your star players was Koa Pete, who is obviously going to be with you at Arizona. How much can you gain from that time spent specifically with him in Switzerland earlier this year?
A lot.
Yeah.
Koa had a lot of USA basketball experience. He'd already had 3 gold medals previously, so he'd kind of knew what the USA basketball thing was about. This is my first time coaching him with USA basketball. And to be honest with you, when you're coaching in a tight window, you have like 3 weeks to get it in and get it done. You have to kind of, at least my belief is, you have to coach to your strengths as a coach, as long as it fits the team. So a lot of the things we did with USA basketball would be a lot of the foundational things we're doing at Arizona. There wasn't a lot of difference. So, Koa probably got, an intensive 3-week, deep dive, or let's not call it a deep dive because you can't get to the depths, but like a dive into Arizona basketball. So I think that gave him a little bit of a head start.
There you go, Koa Pete, who, again, solid in his first outing against the St. Mary's, and looking forward to him to continue to blossom in whatever his role is going to be here in this first season as an Arizona Wildcat. So, and I thought it was interesting, and I think this might have been at the Big 12 last week when Tommy talked about coaching Koa and how he kind of he let him know ahead of time on the U19, hey man, you and I are not going to necessarily be buddy, and I'm not going to be like focusing on you because there's other kids, it's a short time frame. There's other kids. We're trying to accomplish something here. So don't feel like I'm like icing you out or anything like that. It's just something that we need to, there's a larger picture here than the kind of attention you're going to get from me when you get to Arizona. I thought that was interesting that he pointed it out to him ahead of time.
It's tough, man. Even just look at the national team, what Steve Kerr had to deal with in the Olympics, right? Jason Tatum had DNPs, DK, DNPs. So it doesn't matter how talented you are as an individual. If you get them on one of those, USA, the best 12 players in the country, or at least positionally, because you're trying to build a team to win games, I think that has to be the message. And The other side of that, DK, is I think all the top players aren't looking for buddies, right? They're not looking for the head coaches that they go to the next level to be their best friends. They want to be coached hard. And so any kind of glimpse that Koa could get. And finally, they don't run sets. They run a lot of basics of basketball, how to back screen, how to, flare, curls, like all those basic things that you might learn playing basketball at the simplest level. If you get McDonald's All-Americans, DK, and you have them all on the same page running a flow offense like that, like Coach Lloyd likes to play, and Koa is just a basketball player. So it's not as if you're learning these Connecticut Hurley, like 9 steps to get a basket. That's not what this is. It's really much more freewheeling, understand the concepts, put pressure on the rim, play solid defense. And I think, Koa might have gotten a little bit of a glimpse, but it's not rewriting the wheel. It's not reinventing the wheel, should I say. It's just a matter of being solid in your concepts. And I think having that early glimpse into what Coach Lloyd expects from his top players, I think, number one, Koa, that's his 4th gold medal. So he kind of knows what it's like to be a part of a unit and not be that dude like you might be in high school. So it's a very good precursor to coming to the U of A, where he's going to be a great player on this team, but he's not going to be asked to be the guy who needs to score 30 and get 15 rebounds for their team to get wins.
All right, we are joined now by the third member of our program today. Dragon Ball he's not off, but he's not here because he'll be working the basketball game a little bit later. But we've got Cricket here with us, and I hear Cricket's got something for you. Cricket, what do you got? Cricket, do you got tickets? How long has it been since you had tickets, Cricket?
It's been a long time.
You got tickets?
I do.
What do you got tickets to?
I got a lot of them a lot of them. Yes, I do. For the very first time this season, I've got tickets for you to see the Tucson Roadrunners. And like I said, I got lots, man. My pocket's stuffed.
Oh, boy.
How about 6 tickets?
No wonder you were walking in here so slowly.
I was like kind of slow. I'm kind of moping along, My pockets are heavy. What can I say? How about 6 tickets to Tuesday night's game to see the Roadrunners and the Manitoba Moose? We will take Moose. We will take.
Sounds like a mascot.
It does, definitely.
Not a team, but a mascot.
It does. Yeah. We'll take caller 1 right now, 520-848-1290. Caller 1, 520-848-1290. And you and your entire family, or just you and your besties, or whoever you want to take to see the skating, the fighting, the scoring. All of it Tuesday night at 6:30 at Tucson Arena. Tucson and Manitoba. Call right now. You're going to go to the hockey game. 10 years this season for the Roadrunners in Tucson.
10 years here in Southern Arizona. That is a long time for sure. And you still have not been to a game?
No.
All right. Let's see who we see who we got. And you cannot have won for 30 days. I'll just remind you of that. You cannot have won for in the last 30 days. And we know if you've won. So if you have won in the last 30 days and it comes up, we'll just have to give these back. Let's hear from Mike. Mike, you're on DK on the Sports Tip, Wildcats Radio 1290. You are going to the hockey game, Mike.
Hey, appreciate you guys, man. Like listening to you guys, so thank you very much.
Mike, you've not won anything from us in the last 30 days, have you?
No, sir.
Okay, outstanding. Mike, are you a hockey fan?
I am now.
He is now. I like that. Yay, Mike.
Have you ever been to a Roadrunners game, Mike?
No, sir.
No.
I sure haven't.
Oh, and you got 6 tickets now, Mike. You got to pick these tickets up before tomorrow at 5:00, because if they lock the gate and you can't get in, your tickets are going to go to waste. Who are you going to take to the game?
Probably the wife and
you better.
other couples.
Oh, the wife?
Yeah, that's for sure.
The wife?
So I'll be set. Those tickets will get used, that's for sure.
Oh, you said the wife and who else?
A couple other couples.
Okay. Oh, man. Oh, we're going to make it a couples night at the Tucson Roadrunners. I like that.
Yeah. It'll work.
You have to get
Thank you guys, though.
You got to get you a jersey, bro. You got to get you a jersey. Get you one of those big hockey jerseys.
Oh yeah.
Then you look like you'll know what you're doing. Hey, Mike.
Hopefully hopefully I'll support the big win. That's for sure.
There you go. There you go. We want a lot of wins from our Roadrunners this year. Hey, Mike, stay on the line. J-Dub's going to get your information. Congratulations. Enjoy the game tomorrow night.
All right. Thanks again.
All right. Mike is going to see the Roadrunners and the Manitoba Moose Crickets. Got tickets, and she's also got your traffic every 20 minutes on the 5.
From the Auto Nation Honda and BMW of Tucson Traffic Center, it's Wildcats Radio, 1290 Traffic and Weather Together. Collisions reported Broadway near Swan, reported on Broadway Boulevard near Swan. Crash I-10 near Congress on the eastbound side of I-10 near Congress. Also reportedly travel down to 1 lane westbound on Grant Road between Wilmot and Craycroft due to water work. 59, the overnight low, sunny, 90 tomorrow and 87 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio, 1290 Traffic and Weather Together.
This report is sponsored by Aleve. Life doesn't wait, and neither should you. Aleve can help you deal with pain less throughout your day. With just one pill, Aleve lasts up to 12 hours. Don't let those aches and pains hold you back from doing what's important to you. Use as directed.
Tune into Wildcats Radio 1290 weekly for Brett Brennan's Football Press Conference, where you can catch up on all things Arizona football this season. The Football Press Conference, sponsored by Coors Light. Here's your shot at winning $1,000. It's $5K a day on Wildcats Radio 1290. Text the national keyword COIN right now to 95819. That's COIN to 95819. We'll text you back to confirm your entry. Data and message rates may apply. Please don't text and drive.
Your shot at $5K a day is happening now. Listen for the national keyword 5 times each weekday. Then text the keyword to 95819. 5 winners, $1,000 each. $5K a day.
Hey, man. Yeah, it's me, your furnace, man. Hey, can I get a light here, man? I know we live in Arizona, so I understand I'm not, like as cool as your air conditioner. But I still need a tune-up at least once a year, man. So get the best in town, man. Goodfellas AC, bro. Hey, anybody smell that, man? I swear it wasn't me. Okay, it was me.
Good service, good prices, Goodfellas. GoodfellasAC.com.
There are many reasons you might need Dorado Rockin' Materials. A few bare spots in the yard. The driveway needs filling in. Or it could be that the yard needs a whole makeover. Whatever the reason, if your yard has the summertime blues, Dorado Rockin' Materials has everything from sand to boulders and every rock and pebble in between. If you need help spreading it, we have options for that too. Call 400-4233. Dorado Rockin' Materials. The right service, the right product, the right price.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at VaxAssist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
It's a classic odor tale. You fried fish for dinner, cleaned up, but the smell is still in the house. And the neighbors are coming over for game night. They're on their way. And then you spray Febreze Air Mist. Febreze Air starts working instantly to fight even your toughest odors, so you go from fish to fresh like that. Now, all you have to worry about is Pam cheating at charades.
Breathe happy, Febreze, la 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 la.
Wildcat fans, Arizona football tickets are on sale now. Join the party at Arizona Stadium all season long as your Arizona Wildcats take on year 2 in the Big 12. There's nothing better than an Arizona football game day, from the tailgating scene to the action on the field. So bring a friend and get your tickets now by calling 520-621-2287. That's 621-CATS, or by visiting ArizonaWildcats.com/FB. And as always, bear down.
Get your backyard summer ready with a custom pool from First Choice Pools. A backyard oasis built around you. First Choice is a full-service builder of beautiful in-ground pools and backyard designs for years of staycations. If you want to dive in this summer, now is the time to visit TucsonPoolBuilder.com. First Choice Pools for installs, renovation, remodeling, and repair. Get started today at TucsonPoolBuilder.com. Ask about our 60-day pool. To be summer ready, First Choice is the only choice.
Hey, it's Mrs. HVAC. If you're anything like me, a mom, a wife, and maybe a little bit crazy about the air I breathe and the water I drink, then listen up. Picture Rock's Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing has you in mind with our home wellness check. That's 3 visits a year to make sure your AC is happy, your plumbing isn't plotting against you, and your water isn't secretly weird. We'll even test your water quality because you deserve spa water, not swamp vibes. Let's keep your home sane, even if you're not. Call us today or book online at picturerockscooling.com.
I'm Chris Rose with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. We start in Philly, where Saquon Barkley ran for $150, found the end zone twice to help the Eagles soar to a 38-21 win over the Giants. The G-Men also lost Cam Skattebo in the contest after the star rookie dislocated his ankle midway through the second quarter. Meanwhile, in Denver, Broncos improved to 6-2 after Bo Nix tossed 4 scores, 44-24 the final over the Dallas Cowboys. James Cook torched the Panthers for 216 yards on the ground and a couple of scores. Bills demolished the Panthers 40-9 in Carolina. Myles Garrett racked up a franchise record 5 sacks on Sunday. It wasn't close to being enough as the red-hot Patriots took home a 32-13 win over the Browns. And in Sunday Night Football, Jordan Love outdueled his former teammate Aaron Rodgers, throwing for 360 yards and 3 scores. Pack muscled their way to a 10-point win in the Steel City. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Find what you love what you find. A Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you. Spirits and beer, thousands of wines. Guides in the know and prices so low, it just might blow your mind. You're gonna find what you love and love what you find.
With curbside pickup and delivery available, you'll always find what you love, only at Total Wine & More.
Drink responsibly, B21.
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated the best hearing aids of 2025 by Forbes Health, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, starting at just $98 a pair.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aids.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed.
Join over 1 million happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
DK on the Sports Tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
520-848-1290, 520-848-1290. So the World Series will resume here at the top of the hour. Game number 3 as the series switches to the West Coast and Los Angeles. Dodgers trying to repeat as champions. They lost game 1. You heard the highlight earlier in the show. Addison Barger hitting a pinch hit grand slam home run in game 1, and then it was all about Yoshi Yamamoto in game 2.
Popped up, left side. Yamamoto goes the distance again. World Series mastery. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, game 2 of the World Series against the Blue Jays, has thrown a complete game, retiring the final 20 that he faces. Simply dazzling.
How about the fact that Yoshinobu Yamamoto, started 30 games during the regular season and did not pitch a single complete game in his 30 starts during the regular season. And he has back-to-back complete games in the American League Championship Series and then in the World Series. Both games the Dodgers have won by scores of 5-1. He gave up 3 hits in 9 innings against the Brewers in the ALCS. He gave up 4 hits in 9 innings against the Jays in the World Series. He struck out 7 and walked 1 against the Brewers. He struck out 8 and did not walk a batter against the Blue Jays. That, folks, is in. I don't remember the last time there's been back-to-back complete games in the postseason.
And not only unexpected, right? Because if people remember 3 years ago, there was a huge bidding war, one of the most prized pitchers coming over in a long time. But I know Blue Jays were in on that. He was injured, right? He only pitched, I think, a third of his first year here. So he's always had this stuff. But, man, DK, coming on when they need him most. My favorite stat if people are paying attention, the Blue Jays are dominating offensively in this postseason. Their batting average, DK, as a team is 290.
Wow.
And the next best is 250. So, I mean, their batting average is 40 points higher than the next team. But the Dodgers starting pitching is the real story for me. 9 out of 12. 9 out of the 12 games, they've had a quality start, DK. 9 out of 12.
Yeah. Unfortunately, one of those was not Blake Snell on Friday night.
No, that got out of hand pretty quick. But again, like he got run, right? And the bullpen's the one that really like let the floodgates open.
Well,
They gave up like 7 or 8 in the seventh inning. Right?
Yeah, well, he got tagged for those. He got tagged for some runs after he left. He left guys on base. But he allowed 5 runs on 8 hits in 5 innings and 1 home run. And unfortunately, we had it's time now for our BetMGM Network top plays. We had Blake Snell over 17.5. This is a new one. We had not had this bet all baseball season. A pitcher, and now you can do the over how many outs they'll get in the game. A starting pitcher. So 17.5 outs is essentially you have to go 6 innings to get to get that. And he only went 5. So he only got 15 outs because there's 3 outs in an inning times 5 innings pitched. 5 times 3. My U-High math tells me that's 15. So we do not win that bet because Blake Snell did not get over 17.5 outs on Friday night. So unfortunately, we lost that one there. We also had Missouri over Vanderbilt on Saturday in college football. And that did not happen either, as Vanderbilt it got close at the end, but Vandy held on to beat Missouri at home. Game day was there. Kid kicked an awesome field goal. That's kind of one of their things now on College Game Day. But Vanderbilt is won it 17-10. They are 7-1 and 3-1 in the SEC. Who would have thought we'd ever be in a world where Vanderbilt's hosting Game Day? At the top of the SEC, and Indiana's beating people by 50.
It's upside down.
We are here. We have arrived.
And not only that, but the other side of that coin, DK, is 3 of the most prominent college football programs in the country are coachless right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And here's the thing with that. Because there's a lot of rumors about Kenny Dillingham up the street in Phoenix and what may be offered out to him. But here's my thought on where we sit right now in college football. There is no reason, and granted, there's history. Some programs have history in all of that, but we're in an era of college football now where there's no reason. If you're serious about football, if Arizona State is serious about football, there's no reason that Kenny Dillingham should walk out that door. There's no reason that he should walk out that door. I mean, convince me that going to Gainesville, Florida is better than Phoenix. Convince me. Have you ever been to State College? No. Pennsylvania? Let me tell you, in about 2 months, it's going to be 30 freaking below zero there. Okay? Convince me that going to State College, Pennsylvania is better than Phoenix. Convince me that going to any of these other places.
What about Baton Rouge?
Yeah, Baton Rouge. Convince me that going to Baton Rouge, Louisiana is better than Phoenix, Arizona. It's not. It's not. And in today's college football, he doesn't need to leave. You just got to invest in him. ASU's got to invest in him and invest in that program. I've said it for years, and this may upset some people down here, but that is a sleeping giant up there. That is a sleeping giant. They woke up last year. They're kind of a little uneven this year because, again, they're still finding their footing. But if that city and those people put money into that program now in today's college football, there's no reason that Arizona State is not better than any of those other places you just mentioned. Gainesville, Florida, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, State College,
There's one
Pennsylvania.
difference, which is that at State College in Baton Rouge and Gainesville, if the team's 2-8, they have 80% capacity in their stadium because those are 10th generation Gator fans and so forth. In Phoenix, if you're really good, it's similar to the way the UCLA fan base is. If they're really good, they fill out the stadium. If not, they don't. And I think it's been the case forever. So I would love a coach to stick there like Kush, like somebody stick it out for a long period of time, develop a program. Anytime that ASU has had a modicum of success, DK, in my lifetime, it's flipped right back down into the valley. So a lot of peaks and valleys. In order to maintain that success, any program in the modern day, if you have the NIL funds, if you have the boosters to support it, if you have administration to support you, like you just said, you can keep it going from any city in America, and why not choose Phoenix over those cities, obviously? And they have to keep it going because knowing the fan base and the transplant nature of that city, just like Tucson, if they do have a 2-8, 2-9 season a couple years from now, DK, those fans aren't sticking around because that's not how this works because these aren't 10th generation Gators fans.
All right, I've got 3 plays for you. Monday Night Football is also coming up. You'll hear that over on our sister station, Freedom 1400 KTUC. Washington Commanders at the Kansas City Chiefs. I've got 3 plays on that game for you. Let's hear so let me give you the first one first. Let me give you the first play right now. Chiefs over the Commanders on the money line right now. Chiefs over the Chiefs are a heavy favorite in this game. They're a 10-point favorite. And even on the money line, I don't even know why anybody would bet this. It's like minus 650. Like, you're not winning any money whatsoever if you're betting the Chiefs on the money line tonight. You're literally going to get $1.98. $1.98 back if you're taking the Chiefs on the money. I don't even know why BetMGM gave us that one. Minus 650. We can't do it. I can't win any money on that. Like, in fact, I'm taking that off. We're not even going to do that one.
Those are for people who want to bet $1 million.
Yeah, exactly. Chiefs on the money line. That's a minus 650. That doesn't make any sense for us because we're only betting $12.90. But again, the spread actually, it was at plus 11.5. It's now down to 10. What should we do on the spread? Let's find out.
I'm PJ Glasser, host of Send It In, here to help you beat the books with the BetMGM network. The Commanders take on the Chiefs in Arrowhead as 11.5-point underdogs. Marcus Mariota will replace the injured Jaden Daniels, and even though the line should move in Kansas City's favor, I think it's moved too much. Debo Samuel and Terry McLaurin are back, and the Chiefs have to play the Bills next week and are maybe looking ahead to that game. Take the Commanders to keep it close. I'm PJ Glasser, host of Send It In on the BetMGM network. Bet smarter and beat the books. Download the BetMGM app today, and please gamble responsibly.
All right, so we are going to take the Commanders plus we got it at plus 11.5, and like I mentioned, now it's down to plus 10. So we'll take the Commanders at plus 11.5 over the Chiefs. That's at minus 105 right now. And also Marcus Mariota over 25 yards rushing in this ball game. He's he's going to start tonight. Jaden Daniels is out once again. In the 3 games he's played, he's hit over that 25-yard mark twice. So they're looking for him to do it a third time. So Marcus Mariota over 25 yards rushing in this ball game. Those are your 3 plays that we've got for you tonight on Monday Night Football. All right, those are your BetMGM Network top plays for tonight's game, which starts at the top of the hour. It's let's see, it's actually now over for Marcus. It's over 28.5 yards, so it's gone up a little. Over 28.5 yards at minus 118. So we'll take it there at minus 118 right now. All right. DK on the Sports Tip, 520-848-1290. 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. Much more coming up for you. We got you till about 5 o'clock. Panther Talk at 5. We'll be back with you at 6 for 1290 pregame extra, leading you into Arizona Wildcats football, basketball, I should say, at 6:30. Wildcats in Embry-Riddle tonight at McHale Center. Cricket is getting you home. She just gave you tickets, and now she's getting you home every 20 minutes on the 5s with your traffic and your weather.
From the Auto Nation Honda and BMW of Tucson Traffic Center, this is Wildcats Radio 1290 traffic and weather together. Collisions reported Broadway Boulevard and Swan reported on Broadway Boulevard near Swan. Also collision that occurred I-10 eastbound near Congress. Some light slowing on I-10 eastbound approaching Congress. And we've got some water work on westbound Grant between Craycroft and Wilmot. 59 the overnight low, sunny, 90 tomorrow, and 87 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio, 1290 traffic and weather together.
This report is sponsored by eBay.
So I was on eBay because I'm absolutely obsessed
with this rare hologram trading card. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. eBay had it. They even had
the perfect parts that fit my car.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay.
AutoNation Honda Tucson at the Auto Mall is your premier automotive destination in town. Explore the new 2025 Honda models and extensive collection of pre-owned vehicles. Experience no-hassle financing and our no-haggle one-price selection. Visit AutoNation Honda Tucson at the Auto Mall today.
Rain-X wipers are the #1 wiper blades in America. That means all kinds of drivers choose Rain-X. Big drivers in small cars choose Rain-X. Small drivers in big cars choose Rain-X. Drivers with long hair and short commutes choose Rain-X. Drivers with short hair and long commutes choose Rain-X. Drivers with pets on board, babies on board, and bored babies on board choose Rain-X. Basically, drivers who love a clear view of the road all choose Rain-X wipers, the #1 wiper blades in America.
When you switch to Progressive, you could save bundling your home and auto. Then you could put that money towards some of the surprisingly more expensive things in life.
Attention passengers, we've reached 10,000 feet and internet is now available for purchase.
I just paid hundreds for this flight, and you can't even throw in internet? I'll just take the free pretzels.
Sorry, but I do have snack boxes for sale.
I'm just gonna sleep.
In that case, we are selling pillows and blankets as well.
I'll just breathe. That's free, right?
Life costs a lot, so bundle and you could save with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill, because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
All right, gentlemen. This is Emmett Smith on behalf of Depend, and I've got the perfect play. Run straight to your doctor's office for a life-changing catch. Because when prostate cancer is caught early, it's up to 99% treatable. And one blood test might be all it takes. And now through November, Depend is donating to the Prostate Cancer Foundation for select purchases. Talk about a great play.
From September 1st to November 30th, Depend is donating 25 cents to the Prostate Cancer Foundation for Depend Shields Guards Real Fit products purchased in the U.S. up to a maximum of $300,000. Or in Mississippi.
Now that I'm a dad, I can't stop thinking about what would happen to my kids if something happened to me. Like losing the house or not affording college.
Yeah, that used to keep me up at night too. It's why I finally got life insurance from Ethos. It's 100% online. No medical exams, just a few health questions. I got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day.
I never realized it was that simple. Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
Rates may vary. Bill monthly. Sample rate 10-year term life policy for a 35-year-old healthy non-smoking male.
Hello, everybody. Gary, why are you wearing a... Hold on, Ron. Every time Gary walks in here wearing some goofy costume, you always say, Gary, why are you wearing that? Yeah, but... And then it turns into some long-winded story about Alaskifications. Yeah, but... Then Gary says something ridiculous. Yeah, but... And you agree that an Alaskification before winter is the best way to prepare for cold weather. Yeah, but... And how Alaskan AC guarantees no breakdowns. Yeah, but... And all it does is encourage Gary to walk around wearing a stupid-looking ski mask that no person in his right mind would get caught dead wearing. Yeah, but he's wearing my ski mask.
Keeping my head protected, just like the Alaskification protects your heater.
My ski mask isn't stupid looking. Look who's wearing it.
I choose to ignore that remark.
Because you know another one is coming. Take off that stupid ski mask. See?
And that's why you should schedule your Alaskification today.
What did we accomplish here? I'm not sure, but today is a good day to Alaskify. Schedule now at alaskanac.com.
What's up, guys? David Pollack here, former Georgia Bulldog, former analyst with College Game Day, and host of my new show, See Ball, Get Ball. I'm a defensive lineman. That's why that's the name. You see the ball, you go get it. We're going to dive deep into college football. We're going to break down film. We'll have bold takes, real conversations with the biggest names in the sport every single week. If you eat, sleep, and breathe college football like I do, man, I promise you, See Ball, Get Ball is for you. So do me a favor. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Westwood One presents Today in Women's Sports. The Nebraska volleyball team continued its perfect season Saturday with a dominant victory over Michigan State. The top-ranked Cornhuskers are on a tear, 11 straight sweeps and 34 consecutive sets won, their best streak since 2007. They're now 20-0 on the year. Nebraska is chasing its 6th national championship, and first since 2017. The Huskers have come close the last 2 seasons, swept by Texas in the 2023 final, then falling in a 5-set semifinal thriller to Penn State last season. But under first-year head coach and former Husker Danny Busboom Kelly, this team is all business.
This team has fallen short, the bulk of this team for 2 years now, so they're pretty hungry. I think they understand what is going to happen if they get complacent, and it's not going to be good.
Nebraska is back in action Friday against Wisconsin. With Today in Women's Sports, I'm Maggie Gray on Westwood One.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
COVID-19 has cast a spotlight on the stark inequalities that drive poverty. The poorest communities in the U.S. and around the world are suffering the most. Oxfam believes we can put systems in place to protect health and livelihoods in the future if we work together with dignity and compassion. Learn how you can help offer safety to the most vulnerable and fight for a more resilient future at oxfamamerica.org. Sponsored by Oxfam America.
DK on the Sports Tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
All right, final segment of the first part of our time with you this afternoon. Again, we'll be turning it over to Panther Talk here at the top of the hour, 5:05, and you'll hear from all of those folks about their loss yesterday to the Buffalo Bills, and then we'll be back with you at 6 to take you to 6:30, and Arizona basketball tonight against Embry-Riddle. Tough day yesterday in the NFL with the season-ending injury to Cam Scadaboo, the star out of Arizona State, who had really just come on and was becoming one of the more popular players in the National Football League, with a little resurgence here in the last 3 weeks by the New York Giants, and went down awkwardly on trying to catch a pass yesterday and basically snapped his ankle in an ugly injury. And if you're watching the game or saw the highlights, the reaction by Jackson Dart, the quarterback, these two guys the last couple of weeks had really taken the city by storm, beating the Philadelphia Eagles on Monday Night Football, and then almost pulling off another win on the road at Denver and playing the Eagles again. And Jackson Dart's reaction just told the story when he saw his dude go down. And then Jackson talked about it after the game yesterday.
Yeah, I was devastated. It's my boy, man. So seeing him go down and obviously like reacting to what happened, and that sucks. It's the worst part of this game.
Did you say anything to him, Jackson? Did you say anything to him?
Yeah, of course.
What did you say?
I'm going to keep that between us.
Obviously, you guys are trying to keep playing, and obviously this is football, but just how tough was it just for that drive to try to keep going after losing Scad?
I mean, during, him getting carted off, it's emotional, but you try to go back in the huddle and try to just reload and, just try to go down and score.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because, again, two really young players who had been playing well in their rookie seasons, and a lot of hopes for what maybe those two could be for the future of this New York Giants program. And not to say that they can't still get that done, but just a really terrible thing to see. And I tweeted out last night. It's like seeing that is when football, as much as we love it, just really, really sucks.
Yeah, huge part of the game, right? I mean, it's a lot of times, DK, the team that's holding trophies at the end of the year is the relatively most healthy team, right, with the talent. So what I do know about New Yorkers is that they love a good, unexpected hero story, right? Like the Jeremy Lin type story where we all saw Scadaboo. What was he, third in Heisman last year. I mean, he was a known entity after last college football season, but not exactly, a Bijan Robinson name coming in. It wasn't as if everybody expected him to tear it all up. So watching Jackson Dart and he have success early in the season clearly became fan favorites, not to mention the off-field extracurriculars, enjoying being alive and all that. So it's sad to see any young player, DK, go down, but especially when you see players who are inspiring a fan base like those two have.
Yep. So we obviously wish all of our best to Cam Scadaboo. We want to see him back out there playing football. Hopefully he does that, and that's not the last we see of him on a football field, because that would really, really stink for everybody that loves the game and loves players who approach the game the way that he does, with a whole ton of passion for playing this game that we love to watch.
Childlike nature.
Exactly. Absolutely. In terms of the Panthers, they lost to the Buffalo Bills. You heard it here on Wildcats Radio 1290 by a score of 40-9. It was not pretty. Let's get your Panthers report for this Monday.
This Panther Update is brought to you by UNC Charlotte.
Buffalo brings a blizzard. I'm Motiejus with this Panthers Update.
Charlotte's momentum has a name. UNC Charlotte, 32,000 students strong, ranked among the nation's top 75 public universities, recognized at the highest level for research, unmatched access to Fortune 500 companies, built for a top-tier city. This isn't typical higher ed. The difference is scale. The difference is momentum. The difference is Charlotte, UNC Charlotte.
Sunday was one of those games. Carolina fell to Buffalo 40-9. The Bills sacked the Panthers 7 times. Carolina committed 3 turnovers. And most surprising, the Bills ran for 245 yards against a Panther defense that had been stingy in its previous 3 games against the run. Linebacker Christian Roseboom.
They had, the explosive plays. That's something we preach all the time, is just limiting those explosive plays, and they did that today. I think there's going to be plenty to learn from it, and confidence doesn't waver. You get kicked around a little bit. You just got to come back and do what you can to move on.
Roseboom had a game-high 12 tackles, but if anything, Roseboom says this is a team that has shown it can bounce back.
We've been through some adversity, and today was another part of that. Still love this team, love this defense, and I think if nothing else, we'll just grow as a team, and we'll put something on the field next week that people are proud of.
The Panthers suffered a lopsided defeat at New England in Week 4 and responded with 3 straight wins. Next up for the Panthers, a trip to Lambeau to take on the Packers. I'm Motiejus on the Carolina Panthers Radio Network.
This Panther Update has been brought to you by UNC Charlotte, built for a top-tier city. The difference is Charlotte, UNC Charlotte.
And we are your home for Carolina Panthers football here in Southern Arizona. We've got Teto McMillan, Arizona Wildcats Ring of Honoree in his rookie season. 7 catches yesterday for 99 yards, most catches that Teto McMillan has had in a game so far this season. Came up a little bit shy of his second 100-yard receiving game. He had done that earlier in the year in the game out here at Arizona against the Cardinals. Lathan Ransom, also out of South Point Catholic High School, a 5th-round pick in his rookie year. Lathan, limited yesterday, had just 1 tackle in the ball game, but that was a tackle for loss by Lathan Ransom. He also playing again in his rookie season. Carolina Panthers football will be back on our airways coming up this weekend. It'll be a road game against the Green Bay Packers, and with the turn of the clock, game time now, kickoff at 11 a.m. All right, we'll get a break in here. We'll come back. We'll have a little bit more for you before we send it over to more Panther talk on the Wildcats Radio 1290.
From the Auto Nation, Honda and BMW of Tucson Traffic Center, it's Wildcats Radio 1290 traffic and weather together. Collisions Broadway near Swan, eastbound I-10 near Congress, westbound Glen west of Campbell, westbound Glen west of Alvernon closed. Use Fort Lowell instead. 59 the low, sunny, 90 tomorrow, and 87 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio 1290 traffic and weather together.
This report is sponsored by Rooter Ranger 24/7 Plumbing, Sewer, and Drains. For fast, affordable plumbing and emergency drain services, call Rooter Ranger and get out of plumbing danger. RooterRanger.com.
888-7-RANGER. Get you out of plumbing danger.
Hey, at Total Wine & More, you'll love what you find this Halloween.
Me thirsty.
Oh, hey, Frankenstein. Did you enjoy that Cabernet?
Oh, good. Want margarita?
Well, all the villagers are raving about this tequila.
Ooh.
And we have it at the lowest price in town.
Economical.
With the lowest prices for over 30 years, you'll always find what you love and love what you find. Only at Total Wine & More.
Drink responsibly, B21.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, E-T-H-O-S, ethos.com/play.
Hey, man. Yeah, it's me, your furnace, man. Hey, can I get a light here, man? I know we live in Arizona, so I understand I'm not, like as cool as your air conditioner. But I still need a tune-up at least once a year, man. So get the best in town, man. Goodfellas AC, bro. Hey, anybody smell that, man? I swear it wasn't me. Okay, it was me.
Good service, good prices, Goodfellas. GoodfellasAC.com.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong, you are fearless, you are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Every day is a balancing act, with work, family, goals, all asking for more. It helps to have tools that meet you at every step and a team that will always be by your side. We're ICCU. We're a credit union that has been helping members achieve financial success since 1940. In fact, we put members' success first, one by one, year after year, for 85 years and counting. Now, we're here for you, Tucson. Join us, ICCU.
Wildcat fans, Arizona football tickets are on sale now. Join the party at Arizona Stadium all season long as your Arizona Wildcats take on year 2 in the Big 12. There's nothing better than an Arizona football game day, from the tailgating scene to the action on the field. So bring a friend and get your tickets now by calling 520-621-2287. That's 621-CATS, or by visiting ArizonaWildcats.com/FB. And as always, bear down.
There are many reasons you might need Dorado Rockin' Materials. A few bare spots in the yard, the driveway needs filling in, or it could be that the yard needs a whole makeover. Whatever the reason, if your yard has the summertime blues, Dorado Rockin' Materials has everything from sand to boulders and every rock and pebble in between. If you need help spreading it, we have options for that too. Call 400-4233. Dorado Rockin' Materials. The right service, the right product, the right price.
Hey, it's Mrs. HVAC. If you're anything like me, a mom, a wife, and maybe a little bit crazy about the air I breathe and the water I drink, then listen up. Picture Rock's Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing has you in mind with our home wellness check. That's 3 visits a year to make sure your AC is happy, your plumbing isn't plotting against you, and your water isn't secretly weird. We'll even test your water quality because you deserve spa water, not swamp vibes. Let's keep your home sane, even if you're not. Call us today or book online at picturerockscooling.com.
KCUB Tucson, a Cumulus Media Station. The Wildcats Radio 1290 studios are brought to you by ICCU at ICCU.com. We are your home for Arizona athletics. This is Wildcats Radio 1290.
DK on the sports tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
All right, final few minutes with us here. Panther Talk coming up top of the hour. We'll be back with you at 6 to lead you into Arizona basketball. Time now for our Casino del Sol replay today. And that's brought to you by Casino del Sol. Casino del Sol is home to award-winning dining, gaming, resorts, and golf. Friday night high school football, week 10, Tanca Verde knocked off Wilcox by a score 42-14. I was out there Friday night. Great ball game. Tanca Verde wins the 2A South region, their first ever region championship. Had a chance to catch up with Cooper Payne, senior running back, after the game. 10 carries, 100 yards, 2 touchdowns, including one from 57 yards. Here was Cooper after the game.
And I'm just blessed to be a part of it, and it's been a ride.
How did you guys get this done tonight? What was the plan going in against the number 5 team in the state?
We prepared all week, and we just had to come out and execute and be more physical, and we did that and come out with a win.
Tell me about that 57-yard run.
I got behind a good O-line, hole opened up, followed my lead blockers, and just opened up and took it out.
What happened there at the end? Looked like you got a Charlie horse or something there at the end?
Oh, no. It's almost cramped.
Tell me about these guys and these guys and some of these other guys that were meaningful to this run that you guys have had.
I mean, it's my first year here, and just come in with a group of guys that want me to go out and win and run the ball hard, and it's just been great, and hopefully we get a good run.
Where'd you come over from?
Came from Desert Christian.
Nice. So what was it easy to kind of assimilate into this team here?
I had to study a lot, learn the new playbook, everything, and came out and we just did our thing.
What's it gonna take for these guys to go far in this tournament?
I mean, we got our guys. I think we're one of the best out there, and we just got to go out and execute.
Congratulations, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Cooper Payne and his boys were real happy about that after the game. So Tanca Verde is going to be they didn't get a bye, though, unfortunately, in the postseason. They are going, but they are going to have to play in the first round. So they will take on Tonopah Valley as the number 9 seed in Conference 2A, and they'll open up at home this coming Friday night. Should be exciting for sure. All right, that is your Casino del Sol replay. Casino del Sol is home to award-winning dining, gaming, resorts, and golf. We appreciate Casino del Sol for all of their support. We'll dive in more to the high school side of it tomorrow, get you all the early lower conference games in terms of the postseason, which is coming up this Friday night for those schools. One more week of regular season action for the big schools as well. Marana retained the boot as they knocked off rival Mountain View on Friday night. There were some good games. I believe Flowing Wells and Desert View will play this weekend. If I'm not mistaken, that should be a pretty big ball game coming up in Conference 5A, as both those teams have had really, really stellar seasons. Okay, so that's going to wrap up the first part of our show today. DK on the Sports Tip. We're going to come back to you at 6 o'clock with 1290 pregame extra. We'll hear from Tommy Lloyd. We'll hear from Anthony Del Orso. We'll also hear from Jaden Bradley coming up then. We'll also maybe recap as well for you what happened with Arizona volleyball and soccer over the weekend, as we give you just a little bit heading into Arizona men's basketball tonight as the Wildcats take on Embry-Riddle. Thanks to J.W. Madden as well as Cricket and Dragon Ball. My name is David Kelly. That's our time for the moment. Panther Talk is coming up next. We'll be back with you at 6 o'clock. This is Wildcats Radio 1290.
Hey, at Total Wine & More, you'll love what you find this Halloween.
Me thirsty.
Oh, hey, Frankenstein. Did you enjoy that Cabernet?
Oh, good. Want margarita?
Well, all the villagers are raving about this tequila.
Ooh.
And we have it at the lowest price in town.
Economical.
With the lowest prices for over 30 years, you'll always find what you love and love what you find. Only at Total Wine & More.
Drink responsibly, B21.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com, because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, E-T-H-O-S, ethos.com/play.
Hello, everybody. Gary, why are you wearing a... Hold on, Ron. Every time Gary walks in here wearing some goofy costume, you always say, Gary, why are you wearing that? Yeah, but...
And then it turns into some long-winded story about Alaskifications.
Yeah, but...
Then Gary says something ridiculous.
Yeah, but...
And you agree that an Alaskification before winter is the best way to prepare for cold weather.
Yeah, but...
And how Alaskan AC guarantees no breakdowns.
Yeah, but...
And all it does is encourage Gary to walk around wearing a stupid-looking ski mask that no person in his right mind would get caught dead wearing.
Yeah, but he's wearing my ski mask.
Keeping my head protected, just like the Alaskification protects your heater.
My ski mask isn't stupid looking.
Look who's wearing it.
I choose to ignore that remark.
Because you know another one is coming.
Take off that stupid ski mask.
See?
And that's why you should schedule your Alaskification today.
What did we accomplish here?
I'm not sure, but today is a good day to Alaskify. Schedule now at alaskanac.com.
Every morning, we rise and shine, make breakfast, and brush away the night's rest. These routines help us start the day off right. Nature-Made vitamins are a simple step in that daily care regimen. Multivitamins with daily essentials, clinically studied probiotics for gut health support, magnesium to help relax the body. Nature-Made is made to care for you every day. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
When you switch to Progressive, you could save bundling your home and auto. Then you could put that money towards some of the surprisingly more expensive things in life.
May I help you? I just wanted to request a late checkout, please. Of course. That's $30 per hour for up to 4 hours. Huh. Okay, but if you can offer a late checkout, then that probably means no one is staying in that room. So if it's empty, maybe I can just stay a few extra hours. Oh, aren't you adorable?
Life costs a lot, so bundle and you could save with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Do you often worry you left your garage door open? With the LiftMaster Garage Door Opener powered by MyQ, you'll never worry again. You can control, secure, and monitor your